Welcome you guys to Underdeveloped Zoom Chronicles. And today we have the review for the Amazon Prime original movie
One
One
night
Night in
in
Miami.
Miami.
One Night in Miami centers around four famous African American figures throughout history, and it centers around a legendary singer Sam Cooke, one of the greatest NFL players of all time, Jim Brown, Malcolm X, the activist, biggest activist. He taught black people how to think within that time, and he embraced more of the Black Panther politics in contrast to Dr. King's um I guess I get more like passiveness. I guess we'll call it that.
I
And of
would call it
course,
pacifism, but yeah,
and then lastly, we have the famous great Muhammad Ali.
yeah. Before he became Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, he was known as Cassius Clay. So this film centers around these four men in a hotel room in Miami at night when they should be getting some pussy, but they was talking in the room, basically about the state of the culture at the time and the impact of them as famous African figures with African American celebrities within that time frame. Because there are successful black men within that time where racism was really prevalent, and it was like the height of the civil rights movement, kind of like the foundation of black power. And they had good, and it really was about this movie. This movie was about the discussion rather than anything actually happening. So this movie is not even, it's not even like a review for me, just about discussing the ideology and the interpreting the messages and the communication of their points. So this movie obviously I thought was a solid flick for what
Yeah,
it was.
I thought it was
And
good
was
for what it was.
and to go about it, One Night in Miami was directed by Regina King, who is an actress and producer. She recently won an Oscar for If Bill Street Could Talk. She also stars in Watchmen and a bunch of other movies. She was in Friday, and she also voiced most of the characters on the Boondocks. So it's good to see her getting her directorial debut. So this is the second female directorial debut that we've seen on this channel. The
Yeah,
other one was
promising young woman. Yeah,
Yeah, but she was a writer slash screenwriter. She
true.
was a writer showrunner, but she was an actress too. What do you think about this movie, Nick?
I think overall it's good. I feel like I like it more just because I knew what it was about before going into it. Like, I feel like if I was going in just not really knowing about it, just expecting a movie, that I would have had a very different reaction. I'd be like, wait, why isn't there really any plot happening? This is a bunch of people talking. But going in with the knowledge that this is just a discussion about very important topics, like, I was able to just appreciate it a lot more.
I love the opening. You know what I mean? I thought the beginning was pretty solid. I thought they did a good job of setting up each individual character. So Sam Cooke opened at the Copacabana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In front of all these white people. You know what I'm saying? And they could be less than interested, even though he's like rocking it. So it's total racism. You know what I mean? It's like being like a golden goose. It's like being a figure for these white people to judge you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're like a slave at an auction type shit. That's the vibe I got. You know what I mean? And especially with the Jim Brown one was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That scene has so much relevance. It's not even funny.
No,
it's
it really is.
Here you go. You see the first. I don't know why he's there in the first place, but he's there. Here you have this successful black man, right? He comes in a fire car. He comes out. He walks up to the spot. This white chick is he knocks the door. This white chick is like behind the doors, and she's just looking like who's like scared. I'm like, who are you? Until she realizes, oh, it's Jim Brown, the famous football player. And then all of a sudden, hey, the acceptance. Yeah. It's like it's and then they had a whole conversation about how proud he is and how he's making people of his hometown proud. But then you a nigga, you can't come to his house.
Still want them in the house.
It's like it's like demeaning somebody. It's like the white guy know that he's privileged and he's higher just because he's white, even though you can beat me up because you're physically endowed. You're very successful, just like me. You're probably better than me, but I'm still better because of systemic racism. You know what I mean? So here you go. This dude's getting praised by this white guy sitting down, lemonade. You think they're equals until that moment. Oh, you nigga, I can't let you in this house. It shatters that scene has confused me and shattered me at the same time. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was kind of like that was a curveball at me. Like, I really wasn't seeing that coming.
And then how Jim reacted was very realistic. It's like,
nothing
you really could do. Because if you do something, you know what I mean? Come on. Like, that's just not a good
Exactly.
sign.
If he did anything, they'd all take the old guy's side, even though he's in the wrong.
Exactly. Malcolm X, you know what I mean? I thought first the actor played Malcolm X really got his like diction down. I thought he was really good.
Yeah.
The dude that played Muhammad Ali, like he's mad bigger than Muhammad Ali was. That dude
Yeah,
was
he's kind
huge.
of
That
huge.
dude was like, but
Also,
Muhammad is tall. He had the right height, but that width is just ridiculous. I mean,
also,
Muhammad Ali's not that big.
also, I'm just not buying him as a 22-year-old. I'm sorry, I'm just
Yeah,
not buying
like
it.
it's hard to do Muhammad Ali's accent, man. You know what I mean? It's really out there. You know what I mean? Like he was really flamboyant in his movements, but he got
Yeah.
his he had his voice down, I guess. But it just didn't come and it sound right coming from him. Like
Yeah, it
I
just
thought
seemed
Will
kind of
Smith did a
weird.
way better job. I thought Will Smith really had it knocked it out the park. First, though, Will Smith looked more like him. You know what I mean?
He did. He really did.
That's my main problem. He doesn't really look like Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he really doesn't. He looks like that one time Jordan Peele played Muhammad Ali. That's what he looks like.
Even Malcolm X don't look like Malcolm X, but at least he
Nah.
had like the same skin complexion. And like all you gotta do is take a light skinned guy, you know, you put like the hair on him with glasses and the horn rim glasses, and you're good.
Man, he was good. I liked him a lot. Like Malcolm as a character can get annoying sometimes, but his performance, like he just soul banned everything he was doing.
Yeah, and Leslie Odom Jr. as Sam Cooke really knocked out the park too. I thought he
Yeah.
was my favorite character to watch.
Yeah, he was,
I agree with most of the points he made.
yeah, I think he was just like my favorite character for the most part.
Yeah,
Like, I just like
and
him a lot.
Aldous Hodge as Jim Brown was good too.
Like I really liked the addition of him because like something about him, like he just kind of contrasts everybody. Like he's kind of in the background for a good chunks of the movie, but the few points he's there, it's like, damn, he really needed to be there. He wasn't just one of those movie characters that are just kind of useless just there. He was there for a reason, and he had some good shit to say.
My favorite part of the movie, like my favorite aspect of the movie, was between Malcolm X and the dialogue between Malcolm X and Sam Cooke.
Oh yeah, that was
Because
really good.
Yeah, because because they both was making good points. Like he feels that Sam Cooke has potential. You know what I mean? Like the whole scene, like where he saw it perform, and even though nobody could hear Sam Cooke sing because everything was plugged out, he still was able to draw a powerful audience. And that's what Malcolm X was all about. Because Malcolm X was big on drawing powerful audiences with his words.
Yes, it was.
But he feels his platform is bigger because he has a real job, he has a real talent. You know what I mean? And he feels that he don't use enough to spread the cause. But Sam Cooke's thing is like, dude, I own my masters. I have white people making money for me. I have financial independence. I'm doing what they hate. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So I could let the white people win because as long as I'm winning. You know what I mean? And Malcolm X is like, nah, fuck that. Be on that hate white man show. White man's the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really dead set. Like he's about the cause. And if you're a successful black person, you have an obligation to be with the cause. So almost in ways, viewing them as sellouts. In ways,
Yeah.
Jim Brown, especially Jim Brown's like, oh, I like white women. You know what I mean? And he not going to talk about nothing. You know what I mean? Like because he knows how turbulent how that can really end his career. You know. And he also can guess to Muhammad Ali's Cassius Clay's idea to join. Because they thought it was just to piss white people off, but nah, Cassius Clay is like serious about that shit.
Yeah, he's doing it because he actually believes in it, which is the right way to join anything, really.
Exactly, because so, but that shows you like how Sam Cooke and Muhammad Ali felt about. Sam Cooke and Jim Brown felt about that because they're very different.
Oh yeah,
Muhammad Ali and from Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X, they're activists. You know what I mean? They're actors at heart. Jim Brown and Sam Cooke were just successful black men.
yes.
You know what I mean? So their viewpoints is very different, but Sam Cooke made a lot of points too. You know what I mean? Like so who do you side with more? And why? I'll say.
Well, okay, I side with Sam Cooke more, and there's one very good reason why I side with him more completely. Just because, like, I know because he's not being completely greedy with what he's doing, because he is using a lot of the money he makes to actually, like, he use that money to make his own record label and help like black artists actually like develop their careers. He's using that not only just to better himself, but also just to better other black people too. It's not just him.
But Malcolm X thing is like, oh, I hate the fact that you know what I mean, like you listen out to white people and they're blowing up off of your shit. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. The world has to change. The regime change.
Yeah.
You know, like he's really militant in his viewpoints. It's kind of like a less violent Killmonger.
Yeah.
Comparison.
Kinda, yeah.
I just love the escalation of the argument to him playing the Bob Dylan song and him just blowing up on Malcolm. It was just, it had these emotional moments. Like Malcolm X was really going through some shit at the time, and they did a good job of not making the movie follow that too much, but have it there enough to like where you feel that threat.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know what Malcolm X's life, that automatically adds on to it as well.
Yeah, because
knowing his life.
Yeah, because even now going into this movie, I knew like there's couldn't have been that long before his death.
Well, Sam Cooke died that year.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So I didn't really know much about Sam or Jim before the movie started. Those are two.
Jim Brown is still alive. It wasn't really biased. It wasn't a biased movie. It kind of just.
It didn't feel like
realistically fleshed out. It realistically fleshed out all perspectives. Whether this is biased or I hate everybody, you know what I mean? It was a real thing. They were biased against white people, but you know at that time it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, like it makes sense for a time period, so it is what it is. But like I feel like being incredibly biased would hurt a movie like this.
It's well directed, well shot. They make some good points. Because the thing what they're talking about is really relevant even now with like modern celebrityism, the Black Lives Matter movement, you know what I mean, and it's the politics of everything going on nowadays. It kind of plays, you know what I mean, into that. And systemic racism, you know, it's always been a problem. It's still a problem.
Yeah.
And that movie was kind of like the beginning of like celebrities putting a hand and giving us representation, you know what I mean, for the movement. So. You know, and yeah, it had these like subtle moments that were just really done really well, you know. And overall, this was a really solid movie. Great acting, like fantastic acting. Like everybody did a good job acting within this film. It portrayed things without like without being too in your face.
No, it wasn't
in your face. It's very very subtle. I guess I'll give this a score. You know, I don't think it needs one because
it's kind of hard to score.
It's a very important movie. Yeah, I mean, it's an important movie. It's definitely like something that people should just give a look. If anything, it's definitely high up there. It's definitely more than 3.5, I'll say. Definitely
I agree.
Higher than that.
I agree.
Higher than that, but not 4.0. It's higher than 3.5, but not 4.0.
No, I wouldn't give this 4.
Anywhere in between. If you haven't seen this film yet, it's called One Night in Miami, and it is on Amazon Prime, where you can stream it.
Yeah, it's a Prime exclusive.
This concludes our review to One Night in Miami. If you like this video, give us a like, thumbs up. Stay tuned at the end of this video for other links to our other videos and our channel, and give us a thumbs up, like, comment,
subscribe,
follow us on social media, all the good stuff. We will be posting undeveloped content soon on our channels, so stay tuned for that. We have clips and stuff coming out, and keep watching flicks with us and enjoying stuff with us. We appreciate you guys, and this is going to be a hell of a year. Just wait on it. We have so much stuff coming out. So just stay tuned, guys.
Yeah. See you next time.
Be down with the program.
What are you doing? I'm writing a letter to Santa. Dear Santa, you are a bitch nigga. Wait. Hold on. Dear Santa, you are a bitch ass nigga. I heard the mall is hiring extra security to protect you. That's a bitch move, Santa. I'm coming for that ass again until you pay what you owe. Sincerely yours, the Santa Stalker.